Welcome back to your sixth sense, your superpower. I love teaching this course because actually, I am not exaggerating. This is your superpower, and you need it to be able to respond to life in the best possible way, make the best possible decisions, the ones that'll take care of you, the ones that'll help your health, that'll help your relationships, the ones that'll pop in and bring in your creativity, the ones that'll keep you safe and protected, the ones that'll connect you with right place, right time, right people, synchronicity. It's all packed into this super sense. What you need to know is it is not in your head. It is not the voices bouncing back between your ears and making you crazy. Your intuition is not the voice of your ego. It is not the voice of other people's egos occupying space. It's not others' opinions. It's not what you've learned. It's not what you've read. It's not the input you're hearing on television. All of that is opinion. That is not fact or truth. Your intuition is the truth of your spirit. So now I want to introduce to you that there is a part of you that transcends your ego. There is a part of you that is your super self. Now, I call that your spirit. That is your essence. That is your most elegant, graceful, expanded you. Some people are not so comfortable with the word spirit, but everybody in the world understands it. Everybody does. Maybe if you lean more intellectual, it's okay. The key is to be playful. Call it your super self. Call it your super ego. And we've had so many things that we've called it, but just like Shakespeare says, rose is a rose by any other name. It's still a rose. So you want to know that your essence is connected to the quantum field, which means the energy of the entire universe. Your ego is what we call localized awareness. It is just connected to not even the moment. Do you know that most of your ego, almost all of it, is connected to past input? Has nothing to do with the present, has nothing to do with the experience that you are having now. Your ego is a noisy, opinionated animal. So we're going to separate these two today, and we're going to say it is your spirit, as you like to call it, whatever, that is your intuitive guide. It is your spirit that is the part of you that knows the truth for you, for now. And your ego it's not the enemy. A lot of people, especially if you've begun a spiritual evolutionary path, sometimes you say the ego is the problem. It's not the problem. It is the assistant. Einstein said it best. The classic statement of Einstein is the human spirit is your sacred gift. And the rational mind, its faithful servant. But sadly, we've thrown away the gift and we've become really kind of subjected to the servant, submissive to the servant. So our ego is our lower self. It is our dutiful helper. So what I like you to perceive your ego as is your assistant, your helper. It's like your barking dog. It's like your pet dog. And it wants to help and it wants to be good and it wants to assist, but it's not the leader. So if you let your ego lead, your barking dog's going to be in a lot of dog fights. It's going to be patrolling the borders and it's going to be attacking and it's going to be defending because your ego by nature is fearful and territorial. So if you're fearful and territorial, you're not opening up to what's available. You're just closing down and you're contracting into what's going to threaten me. So we don't want your ego to interfere. Because your ego is like your pet, we don't shoot the dog. That's not our goal. We train the dog. We train your ego to support the leader of your life, your spirit, your intuitive, exponential, quantum field connected, incredible self. And your dog is the support. So how do we make that super simple? Easy. First, I want you to take a breath And exhale. Just feel how good that feels. Let's do it again because it feels so good. Take a deep breath. And feel how good that feels and how it quiets your brain. That calms and tames your pet. Now, I want you to name your spirit. Give that expanded, intuitive, brilliant, creative, quantumly connected, gorgeous part of you a name that distinguishes, this is my guiding self. Now, this is not that original. Carl Jung, who was the pioneer of intuition as he explored our psychological development, he had a name for his spirit. It was Philomen. And Conrad Hilton, who developed all the Hilton hotels, he would sit in a dark room and he would just say, leave me alone, I'm talking to my spirit. Now, I've named my spirit, the part of me that knows, the part of me that tunes into the truth, the part of me that can dial into what's going on, the part of me that can inform me and connect me in the moment. I've named that part of me Bright Light. So whenever I'm going to check in with my intuition, I'm not checking in with my ego, which is fearful and territorial and nervous and insecure and opinionated and reactive. I'm tuning in to Bright Light. So I go up to that exponential view and I have that point of view be my intuitive compass. What is the name of your spirit? Isn't this fun? Name your spirit. Beyonce had a spirit, Sasha Fierce. What's your spirit? And a lot of people think, I don't know. You do know. Just listen, ask. Ask your spirit, what would you like me to call you? Now, it can be Tinkerbell, it can be Barney. It doesn't matter, but see what comes up right now. Just stop the video and say, okay, spirit, okay, super self, whatever you want to call it. What name would you like to be known by? And please have fun with this. Be spontaneous and don't figure it out. Now that you're back, what name did you come up with? Now, I know a good part of you are going to be like, I didn't come up with one. I just got nervous and my brain froze. So I'm going to give you a technique to unfreeze your brain. It's a shocking one, but it works. I want you to take your thumb or your fist like this, your hand with your thumb, and I want you to go, ha! Surprised you, didn't it? But it's like uncorking the bottle, popping the champagne, clearing the throat, dropping in, and you pull your belly in hard, ha! Not like, ha. That has no force. You clear it out. Breathe, and then instantly, quickly say whatever name pops in first. Whatever name. You could say George. Now, don't worry about getting it wrong. And besides, it's your spirit. You can change your name if you want to later. But anything to be the indicator that I am elevating to the high place of my exponential view and the truth of what is going on and takes me out of the subjective ego part of me that's always going to be defensive, it's going to be suspicious, it's going to be protective. And frankly, that ego part of you kind of puts out a bad vibe, generally speaking. Just so you know, it's a blind spot for us, but we're kind of unaware of our own energy. So now we have our beautiful spirit, whatever the name is. It could be flower, it could be... Now, be careful that you don't give it a pretentious name like Swami Banamba Bamba Damba Bamba, because that's your ego faking you out. Your ego's going to go, well, I'm going to stay in charge anyway, so I'm going to give you some elevated, arrogant spirit name, religious name. I wouldn't trust that. And you know how you know? Does it make you smile? Does it put a light in your eyes? That's your spirit. Does it make you contract? Does it make you frown? Is it kind of in your head? Not your spirit. Don't make this hard. Make it fun. So we have our beautiful spirit here. And the second thing is we got to name our barking dog. We got to name our ego, because unless we name it, we can't train it, right? So the first fun part of this is I want you to consider, what kind of dog What kind of dog, if my ego were a dog, a protective companion, what would be the dog I would choose? What kind of nature does my ego have if it were a dog? Now, for example, my dog, if you know me, is a poodle. Now, poodles are really snotty, and they're like kind of arrogant. And they think they're human, and they really like to be treated well. And that's my poodle self. She likes to dress well. She likes to drink champagne. She likes to have people treat her decently. And I call her Fifi. And Fifi is the kind of part of my nature that's very lovely if you're treating her well. But if you don't treat her well, she'll let you know. But I know that's not my spirit. So I have Bright Light, who is not reactive, doesn't need approval, isn't connected to all the drama and the dogfight of the planet, just can zero out, dial in, and tune into what's true. And that's fun. And my barking dog, she's trying to protect me. So Fifi's fun. She takes me shopping, and Fifi likes me to create and make choices that are elegant in my life. And she likes me to pamper myself. And so we're friends. But I know that she's not my guiding light. She's a fun companion as long as she doesn't try to be the boss. Now, what kind of dog is your ego? Is it a German Shepherd that patrols the borders, walking back and forth and suspecting everyone of possibly invading you? Or is it a Labrador? Is your ego like, I want to be your friend, I want to be your friend all over the place? Or is it a nervous Chihuahua? Is your ego scared and hides under the bed and just gets really small and shakes? Or maybe some of you, I know this is happening. There's a whole bunch of you out there going, oh my God, mine is not a dog. I'm a cat. And that's for sure. So are you like the bored cat who just like, I can't be bothered with all of this? Because that too is your ego. So barking dog or exceptional cat, name it. You might call your cat aloof, for example. But the point is you can laugh and you can see, okay, this is a part of me that's just trying to control things. Not where I go for my intuitive guidance. I go to my spirit. That part of me is not at all in any way ever in need of approval. That part of me is never tied into the drama. That part of me is whole and complete and connected to the quantum field and can give me accurate direction at any moment. So that's your assignment today, to actually name your spirit and describe the qualities of your spirit. For example, my spirit is extremely clear, confident, and spontaneous. My spirit doesn't think. It just shows up and trusts that everything will work out. My spirit can dial in and know the nature of something instantly because of practice. My spirit can sense something far away, and I have such a great relationship with my spirit. I never worry at all. I just show up because it always takes me to the best level of awareness in every moment. What is your spirit's qualities? I want you to write them down. I want you to name them. I want you to share them in the community. Tell the community, these are the qualities of my spirit. And introduce your barking dog or fluffy, aloof cat to the community as well. And what is that element of you? What is the name of that part of you? They have very different vibrations. Your spirit is open, expansive, it's elevated. And when you're in your spirit, there are some distinct signatures. Always. There's a light in your eyes. Always. There's a smile on your face. Always. I don't care where you are in the world. Always. And there's just a little wiggle and a little flex and flow in your body. Always. Now, when you're in your ego, there's no light in your eyes. Like this. There's no smile. Your jaw gets very tight and you do this. And the last thing that happens is you have a very tight butt. Your butt squeezes, your hips squeeze, and you get real rigid. We call it TBS, tight butt syndrome. So that's how it is. You just kind of down and you're obvious and you push the world away. So are you open? Are you flowing? Are you light? You smile and you're expansive? Or are you contracted, no light, tight jaw, tight butt? You tell it every time. And watch other people. Are they in TBS? Are they in expanded flow? Do they have a light or do they have dead eyes? This is a fun, game-changing tool. You're going to love it. Redefines you forever and puts you in your superpower position. And I will see you tomorrow.